Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I got 2 decks in the mail today. I just did an uploading video 1 of the first deck I got in the mail, and then this is for the second deck. Both of these decks are indie decks. Both of these decks are one was a tarot. This one is an oracle. Both of these decks, within hours of me getting paid to where I would have been able to get them, went out of print. And I had to wait for them to either get them again or decide to do a second run, which is crazy. The first one was the Pensive Path Tarot, which I tried to get in November. I think it was November. And literally within less than 12 hours of me getting paid, it went out of print. And I messaged her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not getting any more, I don't think." And then now it's back in print. So that's crazy. This other one I just saw, and I've been hemming and hawing about it. And I'm like, okay, didn't realize how close it was to going out of print. And went to go buy it, and it was literally hours later, it was out of print. And I'm like, what is happening? But I messaged her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm getting more any minute, so just order it and you'll be all right." So I ordered it, and it came, and it is the Southern Gothic Oracle. This is the outside of the packaging. Like, my name and everything is on the other side. I just thought that was cool how they have this embossed on the package itself, which is cool. So that is the Southern Gothic Oracle, and let me get my trusty scissors here, because I'm probably going to keep this backing, just because any kind of indie deck I get, let me see if I can get it off, yeah. Any kind of indie deck I get with any kind of special anything, I always wind up keeping. So that's cool. That's really cool. And then I came with my receipt here. And it is the Southern Gothic Oracle. I've seen this on quite a few people's channel. I hemmed and hawed, went back and forth, and then I realized I want the stack. And then I was like, okay, I get paid this day, I'll get it then. And literally within hours of me getting paid, it was out of print. So I had to wait for it to come back, which she already had some on her way to her. It's got a drawer box, which I think is cool. It's got a little booklet here, which is cool. And I grew up in the South, so this deck speaks deeply to me. And I just thought it was really cool. I don't know why I hemmed and hawed, because I knew I wanted it from the get-go. And I don't know. I just hemmed and hawed. I'm like, what am I going to pair with that? Like, I've even asked a couple sites that I'm on, oracle cards. There's some spreads, suggested layouts. Then it goes into the cards themselves. Just a quick little thing on each card. That's pretty cool. I don't need more than that on my oracle cards anyway. And then I'm thinking about getting that one. That's the Southern Botanical Oracle, which is cool. And then we have this little thing here. I'm going to take that off. Let me see the card stock here. Ooh, I actually really like that. Love that it's a wishbone on the back and it's blue. I've been trying to decide what pouch I want to put this in. I don't know yet. So that's the backs, or the last card in the deck. So it's 46 cards. Let's see what it says on the back here. It says, with hand-painted illustrations and evocative prompts, the Southern Gothic Oracle is a must-have tool for readers interested in delving deep into regional folklore. This 46-card oracle deck enhances personal intuition by representing objects and symbols rooted in the various spiritual belief systems prevalent in the American South. A potent mix of Ozark folkways, Appalachian wisdom, biblical scripture, root work, Celtic traditions, and hoodoo includes a complete guidebook written and illustrated by Stacy Williams, NG. And then it's printed in the USA. And she came from Memphis, and I grew up literally 40 minutes from Memphis in Arkansas. So I thought that was pretty cool. Memphis, Tennessee, if you guys don't know, for those that are out of country. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, it's like kind of like a reunion kind of deal. It's pretty cool. So here, number 1, we have the Hurricane Lamp, and it's got 2 keywords, preparedness and inner light. 2 is a pair of shoes, Coupling and partnership. This makes me think of a jazz player. And Memphis is like, if you've been there, there's Beale Street, which is nothing but jazz. It's literally just a street of jazz. It's crazy. It's beautiful too. So, yeah. I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, but as I got older, I appreciated it. The Salamander Infinity Reinvention. It's card 3. Card 4, Blackberries, Agency and Independence. And it's funny because my dad used to live in South Missouri. I live in Missouri now. Kansas City, actually. Home of the Chiefs. So my dad lived in the South, and every summer I would come stay with him. He had like rows and rows and rows of wild blackberries just growing next to his property on the road. And I would just go out there in the road and just eat them all summer long. Number 5, the raccoon, Curiosity and Perseverance. And actually, my mother-in-law has a family of raccoons living in a tree in her backyard. They look just like that. So, and they're like 3 minutes from here, so that's funny. Number 6, Dogwood Blossoms, Sacrifice and Rebirth. She has a dogwood in her front yard, so that's interesting. And we're not in the South, so not all this is South stuff either. Abandoned Plantation, Dismantling and Ugly Truce, and that, unfortunately, is a South thing. But I've seen a lot of abandoned buildings, even up where I live now, and it's not just about the plantation itself. To me, I think there's this history, this energy of this decaying, dead place, and I find that fascinating as well. The Panther, Strength and Power. Beautiful. Number 8. Number 9, The Blessed Child, Purity and Lost Innocence. Love that. And it's interesting how purity is and lost innocence, they're kind of a yin and yang of each other, aren't they? I actually have the first book I ever started writing, which I restarted again, is called Innocence Lost. So that's quite interesting. And I describe the town I grew up in. It's very South. Cotton gins everywhere. Very interesting that triggered that. That's crazy. Number 10, Conch Shell, Homecoming and Afterlife. And unfortunately, I didn't grow up around any beaches or shells or anything like that. I grew up near cotton fields as far as that I could see. So I had a little bit of different landscape than this, and I love the ocean. I love seashells. My dad lived in Miami for quite a while, and I spent a couple of summers there, collected a lot of seashells that looked kind of like this, and yeah, for that, this kind of card holds a special place in my heart. Number 11, the Crystal Grotto, Energy and Cosmos. 12, the Peacock, Vanity and Pride. And I saw somebody else do a walkthrough, and they said that where they live, the peacocks just run wild. And I'm like, that would be cool. I live in a city, so there's no peacocks here. Number 13, Nest of Wasp, Teamwork and Order. I have actually got stung in my chest when I was like 13 by a whole slew of wasps. So that, yeah, a little dark for me. 14, Acts, Division and Loosening. Or Lessening. Ooh, 15, Copperhead, the Deception and Bad Influence. I don't like snakes. Especially poisonous snakes. And that is a poisonous snake. 16, the Crow, Dashed Hopes and Mourning. And that's a beautiful, the artwork on this is stunning. 17, Roots, Influence and Support. 18, Blue Moon, Second Chances and Magic. 19, Cowrie Shells, Passion and Feminine Power. That's stunning. I love the colors and the oceany feel to that. 20, Crossroads, Road Opener and Decisions. I love, love, love this card. I don't know what it is. Even when I watch the walkthrough, I'm like, I don't know what it is about this card. It speaks to me deeply. I don't know why. That probably is the tipping point of why I got this deck, to find out why this card specifically is like, yes. I don't know. 21, instrument, self-expression, and speaking truth. And I love that it's a banjo. Love it. 22, the grove, divinity, and awe. That's stunning. 23, the cicada, metamorphosis, and life cycle. And yeah, we have a lot of cicadas or locusts here also in the summer. Crazy. They make the loudest. They're so loud. But at the same time, if I didn't have that in the summer, I would miss it, if that makes any sense. 24, mason jar, mentorship, and protection. I love that. Love it. 25, the bayou, emotions and manifestation. And I will tell you, as much as I hate snakes, for some reason, the bayou and what I was reading on the back of that, the hoodoo aspect of things, always intrigued me. I don't know if it's maybe a past life thing coming through. Something about it always intrigues me deeply. So I've never lived in the bayou, never been around the bayou. I did visit the Everglades. To me, it seems kind of similar. It just, for some reason, speaks to me. 26, the Hojo bag, justice and karma. I love that. 27, black coffee, shadow work, and awakening. 28, vanity set, self-awareness, and clarity. Love that tablecloth. Leave it to me to see the tablecloth. 29, bottle tree, meditation, and intercession. I love that. Very south. 30, kudzu, abundant growth and willpower. And I did not know this was kudzu. I just call it ivy, growing everywhere. There's a lot of it in Arkansas. That grows everywhere, and I didn't realize it chokes everything out. It's stunning to look at, but it's killing everything in the process. Interesting. 31, the opossum, of diversity and plurality. He's so cute. Psalm book, 32, Psalm book, rejoicing and faith. That's quite interesting, because grew up in church also, reading that kind of stuff. 33, black eyed peas, wealth and prosperity. 34, pine cone, third eye and new perspective. Interesting. 35, the horseshoe, luck and chance. Played a lot of horseshoes as a kid. 36, black walnut and discernment and self-worth. I love this card also. Don't know why. It speaks to me deeply. 37, wild violet, self-actualization and individuality. And I was always told when you see these, they're snake flowers, that the snakes are attracted to them. So it was kind of a double-edged sword for me, because every time I would see them, I'm like, oh, they're beautiful, but at the same time, I would be on the lookout for snakes. I don't know if that's true. Let me know in the comments if you think that, if it's true or not. I don't know. It's what I was always told. 38, the peach, fertility and love. And I love peaches. Is one of my favorite fruits. This totally brings me back to my childhood right here. Yeah, I love it. 39, the mockingbird, prophecies and communication. I love the yellow and the pinks in this. 40, live oak, longevity and reliability. That is stunning. I love that tree. I have an oak tree in my yard now. And it seems to me that it's some kind of talisman of some sort. There's faces and symbols in my tree, and I don't understand how it got there. But it's intriguing at the same time. So, yeah, that's weird. 41, altar water, ritual and renewal. I love that. I love the background there and the shadow. 42, the dog, loyalty and belonging. Stunning. The artwork in this is just amazing. 43, the alligator, silence and introspection. 44, armadillo basket, grounding and fierce protection. 45, sassafras, healing and self-care. I love it. I could totally tell you the herb Crafter's Tarot would probably go amazing with this deck. And then 46, cornbread, humility, and generosity. I love it. I love it so hard. Let's shuffle. But shuffles like that, great. Oh, I can get my fingers around it. And it's a little slick to ruffle shuffle. But I think it'll eventually be able to bend it. It's typical oracle size, too. So let's pull a card and see what the deck says. Oh, the alligator threw itself at me. And this totally reminds me of the Everglades. I went there 2 summers in a row for silence and introspection. And it's funny because when I went and we were on those airboats on the Everglades, they would be throwing huge chunks of chickens into the water for the alligators to eat, and they would come up right up to your feet and just eat the chickens. It was creepy, but at the same time, you didn't want to move. You wanted to stay silent and just be in the moment, and I totally get that with this card. Silence and introspection, and my card of the year is the Hermit, so that also speaks to that. Let's see what's number 43. We got the alligator, and it says, silence and introspection. American alligators, although once endangered, are common across the southeastern United States. There are over 1 million in Florida alone. These ancient creatures live in freshwater environments such as swamps, bayous, wetlands, or any brackish water. The holes alligators build to lurk and play an important role in ecology, increasing plant diversity, and providing habitat for other animals. Although the mothers are nurturing to their young, in general, alligators are solitary, preferring to hunt and sunbathe alone. Being alone can lead to introspection and renewal, but too much isolation can bring with it a kind of slowness or stagnation, and that's where I've been the last few years. I've said this many times. The alligator card represents the silence that comes with solitude, which, like the swamp, can be a place of great fertility. Be careful not to hide away for too long in the depths. We humans are social creatures, and we need each other to thrive. Will your isolation ultimately lead to something positive? Wow. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've been waiting for this deck so hard. I love it. So this is the Southern Gothic Oracle. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.